Delete and Mazraoui have been announced officially by Manchester United, and they are in training already. Today they'll be having their second training session with the first team squad. Ugarte is pushing for a move, even as Jordi Mendes, his agent, is in England to discuss, to negotiate with Manchester United, and it's looking like PSG are going to lower their asking price for the player. Sancho wants PSG move, but United are willing to sell Sancho, and he has his heart set on a move to Paris Saint-Germain. Shaw is injured again. I mean, it's almost like a recurrent thing with Shaw, with his constant injuries. And how long can we go with that? Can we rely on Shaw and Malacia for the left back position? These and many more other stories are what we'll be looking at in today's episode. And before we go into details, I'd like you to, drop a like on this video if you like our content. And if you're tuning in for the very first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel. It is a channel of like minds, fellow Manchester United fans, football fans in general, and you really want to be a part of this. Good morning and welcome to MUFC Bias. I'm your host, Ice. Alright, let's get into it quickly. Delete and Mazraoui have been announced as Manchester United defenders officially by the club. And it's good news. It's something Manchester United fans have always clamored for. Good signings, multiple signings, quick signings, cheap signings. I mean, this is everything Manchester United fans need and have always demanded from the Glazers and previous regime. So they came in for a combined fee of £54 million. £54 million. You heard that right. Two internationals. At the peak of their careers, the right profile that fits Manchester United, that makes us play the way Eric Ten Hag wants us to play. Proactive football on the front foot. And it's beautiful business by Ineos. Okay? I think definitely they are going to be ready for the Fulham game because they participated in training yesterday and they are also going to participate in training today. So the whole paperwork and work permits and all that will definitely be sorted out, and they will be ready for the Fulham game that is on Friday. Friday is in 2 days' time. Okay, so it's not like it's a distant future. It's just in 2 days' time, and we'll be seeing Matthews Delete, Mazraoui, Lisandro Martinez, and probably Dalot as our first choice defense, partnership for the first game of the season. And that is still on transfers. Ugarte has probably seen the way Manchester United are dealing with transfer window. They've sold him the projects, and he has his heart set on Manchester United. He's not negotiating with any other club, and now he's angling for a move. He's pushing for a move from PSG to Manchester United. His agent Jordi Mendes flew into England yesterday to hold direct talks with Manchester United for the player. And it's now looking like PSG are going to lower their asking price because obviously when the player wants a move and you really want to sell the player also, there's really so much you can do to hold the player back. And there's actually no remote space for him in the PSG midfield since the signing of the midfielder they signed. I can't remember his name currently, but you're football fans, you all know what I'm talking about. So I believe Ugarte to Manchester United is a matter of when and not if, because apparently Manchester United seems to have done their defensive work, except for the left back position, which we'll go into in a minute. But the defense looks to be sorted. The striking options and the attacking options seem sorted. So all that is left is the midfield. And we have a lot of attacking midfielders. The only departments or the only profile missing from the midfield currently is the 6, the defensive midfield position, of which Ugarte is the number one target. Is our number one target for that position. Yeah, they're looking at cheaper options if PSG do not lower the asking price, or if we do not make enough sales to afford the Ugarte deal. Yeah, there are options like Fofana, yeah, the Sanderberge, and all that. But those are options. They are plan Bs, plan Cs, just in case the plan A, which is Manuel Ugarte, does not come true. But I really believe it's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. All right. Still on midfield and reinforcements, it's looking like McTominay is going to leave the club. According to Fabrizio Romano, he said McTominay is one to keep an eye out for in the next 14 days. Yeah, and transfer window closes in 17 odd days thereabouts. So McTominay looks like he's going to leave Manchester United to make room for incomings in midfield. Not only McTominay, I also expect Eriksen to leave the club, but he's been cold on Eriksen's front. But McTominay is attracting offers. Yeah, he has offers from Fulham, which Manchester United are not really considering at the moment because it's below their asking price. But it's also attracting interest from Napoli. I mean, that is beautiful because when you have top clubs jostling for a move for a player, it only increases competition. And you know when demand is high, the price skyrockets. I'm just saying for my my economic students, you know what I'm talking about. So I really do hope there's a bidding war for McTominay and Manchester United can get the best. I mean, in terms of pure profits, as an academy player. So whatever we get from McTominay is pure profits. When you get £30 million, that will go a long way in easing our FFP and PSL burdens. Yeah. Still on midfield and outgoings. Yesterday, Medjbri handed in a transfer request. I do not blame the lad. Kedu is obviously sixth or seventh choice in Manchester United at the moment. He would be glad to get to play 10 games in the season. That's 900 minutes. It's very possible, except the injuries just do him a lot of favor, and we really hope that's not the case this season. So he's looking at leaving the club in the coming days, and he has handed in a transfer request. Yeah, yesterday my last video, I told you Manchester United were looking at selling some players, looking at selling Lindelof, Hannibal, Pellistri, McTominay, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is gone. Lindelof looks set to leave because he also has interest from Italy. I mean, the Italian clubs are looking at Manchester United players that, yeah, okay. Pellistri is also looking to leave. And Medri has handed in the transfer request. McTominay, which I stated earlier, is attracting interest from Napoli and Fulham and looks set to leave the club in the coming days. Alright? So, let's see where Medri gets to go. It's looking like Monaco is the likely destination for Hannibal Medri. I like the player. Tenacious, is tough tackling, but I mean, it's almost impossible to break into that Manchester United midfield at this time and point in time. I mean, so I understand his plight and I wish him all the best wherever club he chooses to continue his career. Yeah, still talking about interest from Italy. Lindelof also has lots of interest from Italian clubs. I expect Lindelof to leave the club and or Maguire also. So I expect either both Lindelof and Maguire to leave the club or one of them, because the central back options is looking very, very, very very juicy. I mean, we have Delete, we have Lisandro Martinez, we have Lenny Yoro, we have Evans, we have Maguire, we have Lindelof. Maguire and Lindelof are outrightly fourth or fifth or sixth choice in that position. So I expect either both of them or one of them to seek for a move away from the club this summer. Yeah, I mean, Italian clubs are looking at Manchester United players because in the past we've seen how Manchester United players have helped Italian clubs. the Damians, the Smallings. I mean, even Mkhitaryan's Manchester United have really have helped the Italian league a whole lot in recent years. So I understand when a lot of Italian clubs are swooping in for Manchester United players or Manchester United want-aways. Yeah, it's very understandable. Okay, so coming back to the Sancho deal, Sancho to PSG is still looking a viable option. I mean, I for one, and I know I'm speaking for many Manchester United fans when I say I want Sancho out of the club. His future seems to have been sealed. His character, his body language, and most recently, the penalty missing the Community Shield. I think it is done. Manchester United fans have seen a lot, have seen enough from Jadon Sancho, and they want him out of the club as soon as possible. I mean, which professional player playing for a club still has his ex-club on his bio? It doesn't raise Manchester United, it doesn't raise the fans, it doesn't raise the club. And yeah, it's obvious that he wants to leave, and it's obvious that we also, as fans and as a football club, want him out as soon as possible. Manchester United are demanding 60 million, 51 million pounds for the player from PSG, which is exactly what PSG are demanding for Manuel Ugarte. So they should have do a swap deal. I mean, it will save us the stress of negotiating and all that. Just straight swap. Take Sancho and we take Ugarte. Players that we both need. Yeah, you need Sancho, you get him. We need Ugarte, we get him, and everybody can be happy, right? Yeah, still looking at transfers. I mean, that's all we have to look at today. There's no football yet, so all we have to talk about are transfers. And Braithwaite is a name that has not left the links with Manchester United. According to reports today, Manchester United are still looking at signing Braithwaite for 60 million, if possible. 60 million, or if they get a fair price for the player. I think Everton are looking to get the best possible deal for Braithwaite. And the player obviously wants to come to United, but he's not going to push for a move. Out of respect, he's not going to push for a move. So let's see in the coming days if that's a deal that's going to happen. Although now, Manchester United are not looking to do the deal out of pressure. We're in a strong position right now. We're in a strong points. We have enough options for the defense. So we can go into that deal with a relaxed mindset and negotiate properly. But it's still looking like that deal is on, and we'll see how it goes in the coming days. If Braithwaite joins Manchester United, it will be beautiful. I like the player, even if I think he's too expensive for the price that Everton are demanding. Braithwaite to Manchester United will further increase the competition in centre back pairings, and to further push players like Maguire and Lindelof down the pecking order, which is more reason why I expect both of them or either of them to seek for a move away from the club this summer. Yeah, if you've liked our content so far, if you've liked what you've seen so far, I mean, it costs you nothing, and it helps me a lot. It helps this channel a lot to grow. For you to drop a like for this video, drop your comments. Tell me what you think so far concerning all the stories we've talked about already. The Delete, the Majrawi, the Ugarte, the Sancho, the Braithwaite, the Medjbri, the Maguire, the Lindelof. I mean, we've covered a lot in few minutes, in such a short time. So you let me know what you think about these transfers, incomings and outgoings, what you expect to see in the coming days in the transfer window. Yeah, it will. I really love to hear from you, and let's have a conversation in the comment section. All right, going forward, but let's look at Shaw for a minute. I mean, Shaw missed the better half of last season through injuries. He got fit for a minute, and he was fit enough to play for England at the Euro 2024. And he's back at Manchester United, and even before kicking the ball, he's injured again. It's crazy. Reports came out yesterday that Shaw picked up a calf injury that's going to see him sidelined probably till after the first international break, which is sometime in September. I mean, Shaw seems to be consistently unavailable for Manchester United due to injuries. And the bad part is he's getting older, which makes the injuries even become more frequent. And is our first choice left back. It's crazy because it's apparent that we can't rely on Shaw to compete. Neither, so far, neither can we rely on Malasia because he looks to also be an injury prone player. Amas is a very beautiful option at left back, but he's quite young and cannot be relied upon. I mean, the weight of that position for the whole season can't be placed on the young tender shoulders of Amas. So, Mashabi can play left back, but that's not the primary reason why we bought the player. Lisandro Martinez can play left back, but like we also in the Community Shield, is not his preferred position. So, Manchester United still needs to get reinforcement in the left back position, which is why we're looking at some short-term options in the likes of what's the name? For matches, Marcos Alonso. Yeah, we're looking at Marcos Alonso to probably do a job in the interim. Manchester United are also looking at Chilwell. But these are short-term signings to cover in when our options in Shaw and Malaysia are not available, to fill in the gap as first teamers while Amas continues to develop in his game. Let's see how it goes in the coming days. Let's see who will get in that position. Yeah? Okay. I think basically that's the show for today. Coming to the end of the stream, and I really would appreciate you drop a like. I know I'm asking repeatedly, which might annoy some people, but please, it helps me a lot. It helps the channel grow. It helps YouTube algorithm suggest this video to many more people that might be interested in content like this, but do not know where to find them. So do have to drop a like and subscribe if you're coming across this channel for the very first time. Turn on post notifications and stay tuned because we have many more content like this in the coming days, in the coming weeks, in the coming months. I mean, many more prime contents. Yeah. All right. Till Friday, when we will be having a live match coverage, pre-match interviews and post-game interviews for the Fulham game. I'd like you to join us. But till then, you have a pleasant day and keep winning, stay red, and we hope for the best for our darling Manchester United club in the transfer window. See ya.